If paperwork makes your brain want to leave your body, this video is for you. The Maryland home buying contract is like 12 pages long. Small font, legal text, zero mercy. And if you have ADHD or ADD and a wall of legal texts makes your entire brain just shut down, then it can feel impossible to get through this contract. Okay, so here's my promise. By the end of the video, you are going to understand more about what you're signing. Hopefully the whole thing, but I would caution you that you should talk to a real estate professional, talk to a lawyer if you have questions. This is one of the biggest investments you'll make if you're buying a house, so do not be afraid to go ask all the questions. And I don't care if somebody looks at you like you should feel stupid for asking these questions. A lot of times, because we talk about these things day in and day out, we expect other people to understand jargon and phrases and things that are commonplace for real estate agents, title companies, lenders, and lawyers. But if you don't, you stop people and you tell them, I need to understand this. And if somebody makes you feel afraid to ask questions, then they're probably not great to work with in the first place. So I'm not going to explain every single clause, but I'm going over the big things that matter for you as the buyer. I'm breaking this contract down into 4 different levels. So level up and you are a homeowner. Let's go. Hi, I'm Claire Coyle, Maryland real estate lady. I'm a licensed real estate agent in the state of Maryland, and my mission is to help Maryland homebuyers navigate the home buying process, because here in Maryland, it can be a little bit tricky. Quick reality check before we start. You are never signing this contract alone. Me or your real estate agent that you choose is reading every page with you. Your lender will be checking the numbers. Your title company will be checking on the legal stuff. And your job is not to understand every single legal term. Your job is to know what you are responsible for and when. That is what this video covers. We are going to start with level 1 out of 4. Let's go. Level 1 is going to be your earnest money deposit. That is your skin in the game. This tells the seller, I am serious. I will not back out of this for no reason. In Maryland, it's usually 1 to 3% of the purchase price. It's not an extra fee. It is not lost money. This gets applied straight into your down payment at closing. Here is the ADHD or ADD friendly version of what you need to do. You write 1 check or send 1 wire, and that's it. That's your task. On a $500,000 house, that means you're writing a check or sending a wire for $5,000 to $15,000, depending on how competitive you want your offer to be. The deadline for sending earnest money is usually right in the contract, and it is often within a few banking days of ratification. So, quick gut check, is this money at risk? This is only at risk if you decide to cancel the contract outside of the terms that you set. You will have contingencies throughout your contract, and those are your opportunities to exit. Now, if you leave not within one of those contingencies, then yes, you can potentially lose your earnest money down. So you want to make sure that you understand each contingency that you set. In other words, if a deal falls apart because of a financing issue or because of an inspection issue, and you followed the contract, your earnest money is protected, which is exactly what levels 2 and 3 are about. So let's go. All right, so level 1 down, you put your skin in the game with an earnest money deposit. Level 2 is where you get your power back. I and lots of real estate agents will call this one the escape hatch. This is the part of the contract that will protect you the most. So the inspection contingency gives you a window of time set in the contract, usually maybe 7 to 10 days, to get the house inspected. Here is the ADHD friendly breakdown of what you need to do. Step 1, schedule your inspection. I can send you names, or have me schedule your inspection because you need to make sure that they are approved in the state of Maryland. Step 2, show up. If you cannot, that is okay, but I will definitely be showing up as your real estate agent. Step 3, decide with me. Based on your inspection and the results, do you want to walk away, ask for repairs, or move forward? That's it. Those are the only 3 steps that you really have to follow. Here's the part that a lot of people can miss. The inspection deadline matters a lot more than the inspection itself to the contract. Okay, so the moment we schedule that inspection, I'm going to tell you your deadline for a response to the inspection, and I want you to put that in your phone right now, not later, not when you get home. That is extremely important to the negotiations of the contract. This contingency right here is your legal escape hatch. This is your opportunity to exit if there's anything wrong with the house. You can use it, you can negotiate with it, or you can escape. But do not let the clock run out without making a decision. Okay, you have protected the house itself. Now let's protect the money side. Level 3 is where the bank gets involved. This is the part that everyone is the most scared of, so let's simplify it. Okay, 2 things are happening here at the same time. Number 1, your bank is sending an appraiser to make sure that the house is worth the value that you are going to pay for it. Number 2, the bank is going to finish reviewing your loan file. So here's what you are responsible for in that time frame. You do not send the appraiser. The bank is responsible for that. That is not your problem. The bank will deal with it. You also do not personally negotiate the appraisal gap. We will do that together. What you control is very simple. Respond fast to anything that is asked of you, and do not make any financial moves, any at all. Don't make any big financial moves, and to be safe, do not make small financial moves either. None. You sit still. If your lender asks you for a document, send it that day, not in the next couple days, not next week. Send it that day. Find it, scan it, send it. Delays here are the number 1 reason that closings can get pushed back days or weeks, and you don't want that. You want everything to go as smoothly as possible. Now, what if the appraisal comes back low? This is where your financing contingency and the appraisal gap will work together to protect you. So depending on how your contract is written, you may be able to renegotiate the price, cover the gap, or in some cases, walk away with your earnest money protected. This should not be a surprise conversation. We will have talked about this before we send an offer in. Do not skip meeting with me about your offer. Now, a lot of this is going to feel scary because it's completely out of your hands, but your only real job is to respond quickly and stay safe financially. So do not buy a car, do not go apply for a credit card, don't do anything, don't open any new bank accounts, no. So while this phase feels very scary because a lot of the work is out of your hands, your real only job is to respond quickly and stay very financially boring. All right, do that and you are through the hardest level. Now on to the final step. Now we just have 1 more level to go and we will be at the finish line. All right, level 4. This is the one you've been waiting for. Let's cross the finish line. Settlement is closing day. This is when you get your keys. Here's what you do before that day arrives. First, you're going to do the final walkthrough, usually 24 to 48 hours before settlement. Wire your closing funds. Never trust wiring instructions that come only through email. Always confirm by phone from a number that you look up yourself. If you want to know more about closing funds, you can check out 2 videos that I made. The first one is a very simple explanation about what closing costs are. And in the second one, I go through an actual closing cost estimate. Okay, and then the next thing you need to make sure you do is bring your ID to settlement. That's genuinely most of it. You are going to sign a stack of papers, I know. But at this point, all of the big decisions have already been talked about and been made. So this appointment is really just making everything official. So we have 4 levels. We have the earnest money deposit, the inspection contingency, the appraisal and finance, and settlement. That is the entire Maryland home buying process, ADD friendly, without any legal jargon. So quick question for you. Which of these levels feels like the most overwhelming for you right now? I read every comment, and if enough of you say the same level, I will do a deep dive on that level and what it requires and what it's about and try to simplify it for you the best I can. If this made the Maryland contract feel a lot less scary, good, that is the entire point. You don't have to memorize this contract, but you do need to understand your moves as the buyer. Subscribe for more Maryland home buying breakdowns like this. I try to keep it clear of jargon and just give you what you actually need to know without any legal terms or things that are gonna fly over your head, which are annoying when people talk like that anyway. Remember, you should always feel comfortable to slow down whoever you're talking to and ask specific questions. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next video.